Miami's sports.
Loa calls out his teammates, not by name, but calls out his teammates. You figure you go out there and ball and show everybody that you're a leader and that although you might have made some mistakes, all is forgiven. Your number one quarterback goes out 12 for 23, 100 yards, and 3 interceptions. Oh, yeah, by the way, your number one receiver, who makes a lot of money also, who this week said he embraces and likes the fact that he's a number one. Oh, he was the number one, all right. He had 1 reception for 15 yards, Jalen Waddle.
He was more invisible than invisible, man.
1 reception for 15 yards from your number one, who says he's embracing it. Our leading receiver, D. Eskridge, 2 receptions, 45 yards, but let's not forget, he fumbled that opening. He fumbled that kickoff return. So, man, kind of getting some things. Somebody's wee-weeing in my teacup right now. It's hurting me a little bit. 305-567-0560. Back to the phone lines. Got Steve from Sunrise. Go ahead. Steve in Sunrise. Going once. Going twice.
I think it's the perfect reaction of the caller to that.
Yeah, kind of like the Dolphins. Not much going on right there. 305-567-0560. Going to go to, okay, Vincent in Homestead. Vincent, go ahead.
Hey, it's Steve from Sunrise. I think you hit the wrong one earlier.
I got you, man. Go ahead.
Hey, Dan Day. How you doing, man? Again, as I always say, more than appreciative you give this time.
Oh, man, this is a definite Jensen's Liquor Store. Go and say hi to Manny once I get off the air tonight, man. I need to drown my sorrows a little bit.
But I want to make a couple of call-outs. I want you to give me a second.
Please.
First thing I'll call out is the Dolphin fans right now. I don't think for a loss like this, I'm not here. I was waiting to hear your calls. I don't think there's enough anger. Like, they've been angry, and but I think we've become very complacent or apathetic or whatever the proper term you want to use. I mean, if this was anywhere else, Dan, if this was like any other major, like, they would be going rip-roaring nuts right now.
Steve.
Like, I'm to the point, Dan, where I think, like, remember that one coach that wasn't allowed on the plane when he got fired? That's why I think that should have happened like the Gameday. Am I wrong? Like, I think this was such an embarrassing disaster loss, like an absolute horrible disaster loss, which didn't come out of nowhere. This has been building up for the Dolphins and everything they've done. This is it right here. This is like the final exam of not studying for an entire year, and you wonder why you failed the final exam. It was so embarrassing, so horrible, so horrific. Like, I think he should be allowed. I don't know if I'm wrong in saying that, but, like, I don't want to see him get fired. I don't want to see everybody lose their job, but that's how bad it was. I mean, it was absolutely, and I just don't understand Dolphin fans here. They're calling, they're angry, they're upset. But I'm talking about, I thought it was going to be people, like, pounding the table and saying, Dan Day, this is it. I am done. This team is, I mean, this has been year after year. How much more can Dolphin fans take, Dan?
Steve, we're too beat up. We're too demoralized. We're too just, nothing's changing. Nothing's different. I'm just beat up. I'm a little bit drained. And usually I come and hoot and holler for hours and I'm having a great time. But I'm a little drained too, man. We're weary. We're tired. And you are right, Steve. I've been waiting for this game all year long. I was like, when are we going to get to that game where it's like, oh my goodness. And, they hung around so many previous 5 games. Remember, they had a lead in the 4th quarter, which they gave away. This was the game where I was worried oh no. And that's why I have on all the news outlets, because I'm waiting to see if Stephen Ross is going to be what a good owner should do, which is make some changes. But I think, like most Dolphins fans, we're like, more of the same.
And I agree with you, Dan, but think about who this was against. This was against the Browns. This was against, they're horrible as it is. They were jumping around the sidelines because they knew this is the one game that they could ball out. They saw it. It's the one game that they're going to do it. Browns may not win another game all year, and they certainly won't win another game all year like this. You could certainly bet on that. And now it's become like the Dolphins are going to be the target of every team.
They are.
Who wants to have one good game?
Hey, look, when they play the Saints, I'm telling you, I grew up in New Orleans. I guarantee Big Lynn's calling me up like, oh, the Saints might win this week. I guarantee it. As we say.
And Spencer Rattler looks like the king of football in that week. It's going to be worse than rock bottom. This Dolphins, I need some angry calls, Dan Day. I want some callers. I want some angry callers right now.
I want
some angry callers.
305-567-0560. I want angry callers. We need to be angry. Something needs to be done. That was absolute trash today against a trash team, but we were more trash. That was absolute garbage. Unacceptable. Tua's play, absolutely terrible. His talk, even worse. Mike McDaniel, I don't know what you're doing. I am frustrated. And you got me going, Steve. I'm not going to lie. 305-567-0560. Are you as upset as I am? Are you willing to, clean out your closet a little bit and let us know? 305-567-0560. We're going to James in Homestead. James, go ahead.
Thank you, Dan, for the call.
Thank you.
Am I upset? Yes, but I'm not surprised. I mean, if you look back, we've been doing this all season. I mean, Tua he's just not the quarterback. Yeah. I think we shouldn't have drafted him. He's not built for football, but you got to put a wall in front of him, and we didn't do it. The defense isn't ready. So, I mean, do we get rid of players now? I think we need to get a staff together and let's evaluate players and see what coaches we can get, but make these guys play out the rest of the year, earn that money.
I should have known that we were in trouble at halftime. I don't remember who said it up there in the halftime show for CBS. The guy said, these Dolphins players have to keep playing hard because they got to get stuff on tape, whether they're with the Dolphins or whether they're with someone else next year. I should have known. I was like, wait, we're still in this game. Should have known. He must have known something was up. But yeah, some of these Dolphins guys, they might just be playing for themselves, it seems like. That is scary. 305-567-0560. Going to go back to the phone lines. We have got, let's see who we got right here. I want to make sure we get them right. 305-567-0560. Carlos in Miami Beach. Carlos, go ahead.
All right. Big fan, Dan. Big fan.
Thank you.
Now, to the point that Steve was trying to make about being angry, this is originally why I called. It makes me think of when I'm fighting with my wife, right? and we're getting into it, and I lose my marbles, and then we make up, and she says, you know, why you got to get so crazy? Why you get so mad? I said, you know what? Because I still care.
Yeah.
And apathy sets in when you don't care. When I don't care anymore is when you need to get worried, and that's where I'm at right now. So I want to get angry, but for what? And that is my therapy right now that you just let me do with you, with my counseling. I appreciate that.
Carlos, I'm like that with you too. Also with the Dolphins, I feel as though, yeah, we have those, drag out angry fights like we do sometimes with our significant other, but also you pick and choose your battles. Today, I'm not going to get. We got
today's Jensen Liquor. Today's Jensen Liquor Day.
Manny's waiting on me. I know Manny's waiting on me, but that's one of the things. It's like pick and choose your battles. I was mad last week how we let the game get away. This week it's just like I'm not gonna fight that.
I don't care. I don't care anymore. I don't care. I don't care.
You win. Okay. I mean, I don't want to fight about this. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna get all worked up.
Sorry to cut you off. I found myself surprised. I was even watching the game in the fourth quarter. I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? Why? Like what?
The Dolphins only scored. No, thank you, Carlos. The Dolphins only scored 6 points, and they were all in the second quarter. And one of them was right before halftime, and one of them was assisted by a penalty. One of them they missed a field goal, but there was an unnecessary roughness that kept us alive. It was just, oh man, to the Cleveland Browns. And that's not a top tier team that went there and did that to you. That is one of the bottom tier teams that went there and embarrassed you on, well, I would say national TV. Every game's on national TV. It's just painful. 305-567-0560. We'll continue to talk to each other. We'll help each other out. We'll do some therapy. Let's go back. One more phone call before we take a break. Paul is in Kendall. Paul, help me out. What's going on?
How you doing?
Oh man, I'm demoralized.
I wanted to ask a question.
Mm-hmm.
How much does Tom Garfinkel matter to the Miami Dolphins? I mean, is this a Garfinkel matter team?
He does have his hand in a lot of things the Dolphins do.
I mean, can he be fired?
Yeah. Stephen Ross is the only person that can't be fired.
The story I heard is that all the scouts came back wanting Herbert, and Garfinkel, he was the one that mattered, and he's the one that changed it to the pick to Tua for marketing reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard anything like that?
I've heard it all. The strong rumor is that a lot of people were high on Herbert. Also strong, from what I understand, is that Brian Flores did not want Tua because he's undersized. His arm's not that strong. He has an injury history. He wanted to draft an offensive lineman. Then later in that first round, get Jordan Love. And Jordan Love would have been available at the time. That's what a lot of people were saying. That's why we got a lot of misinformation on that draft day that Tua wasn't going to get drafted.
I thought Greer always gets the guy the coach wants. So wouldn't that be a Garfinkel matter?
Greer does not always get the guy the coach wants, but a lot of times Greer has to kind of mediate between the coaches and Garfinkel and somewhat of Stephen Ross. Stephen Ross kind of has Garfinkel be his guy. So Greer's kind of in the middle of it all.
Well, Steve Ross needs to change his name to Steve Loss. He just hires losers.
His team that he's put together has not exactly got the best record in the NFL. And I'm not talking about the football team. I'm talking about his team that surrounds him. It's been really, really rough this year. And today was the game, like I said, I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for that game where a bad team just puts it on the Dolphins and everybody does their part, like Tua Tagovailoa opening his mouth and then combining it with throwing 3 interceptions, 2 of them really to the other team. One of them way above Devon Achan's head. Devon Achan went out of his hands. And then this bad team just stomping and steamrolling us. And normal organizations at 1-6 and taking a whooping like that probably shake some things up. What will the Dolphins do? I don't know.